Hi, my name's Rachel and today I'm doing my Queer Lit TBR, how did I already mess up? Hi, my name's Rachel and today I'm doing my Queer Lit Readathon TBR. If you didn't see the announcement video, it is just below. All through June, I will be guest hosting / participating in Queer Lit Readathon Round 11. I'm personally going to go big and try to do a blackout of the bingo board. And if you want to participate, you don't have to do that. You can participate in any way you'd like, even if you just want to read one of the two group books. All relevant info, socials, posts are down below. And thanks again for Kathy and Rogan for inviting me to co-host this round. I'm so excited. First up on my TBR is one of our two group books. I just read the other Finna by Nino Cipri, so I won't be reading that again, but I am going to reread All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson since I haven't read it in a couple years. This is their memoir manifesto about their life growing up as a queer black kid all the way up into young adulthood. This meets the bingo prompts not only for the group book, but also NB author or main character, the square for memoir, and the square for banned book, as this recently has become one of the most commonly banned books in the last couple of years. Next up is actually a recommendation from a commenter named Angela Radomi. Thank you, Angela, for recommending this. And it is The Hounds by Sasha Stronach? Okay, so it says, a police officer is murdered, brought back to life with a mysterious new power, and tasked with protecting her city from an insidious evil threatening to destroy it. The port city of Hainak is alive, its buildings, its fashion, even its weapons, but after a devastating war and a sweeping biotech revolution, all its inhabitants want is peace. No one more so than Yat Jin-hook, a reformed thief turned cop who patrols the streets at night. Yat has been recently demoted on the force due to lifestyle choices after being caught at a gay club. She's barely holding it together, haunted by memories of her lover who vanished and voices that float in and out of her own head like radio signals. When she stumbles across a dead body on her patrol, two fellow officers gruesomely murder her and dump her body in the harbor. Unfortunately for them, she wakes up. Resurrected by an ancient power, she finds herself with the new ability to manipulate life force. Quickly falling in with a pirate crew has found her, she must race against time to stop a plague from being unleashed by the evil that has taken root in Hainak. It fits the prompts of MSpec, so basically like bisexual or pansexual, sapphic, intersectional, and folklore, as it is based on Maori folklore. I bought the audiobook. I'm very excited about it. So thank you again, Angela, for recommending that. Next book on the TBR is, oh, I own this. Where are you? Are you kidding me? There it is. Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand, which has been on my TBR physically for far too long. This is a queer horror book set in a small town about a group of 3 girls who come together to fight something that has been abducting and murdering girls. This fits the prompts of crime, sapphic, MSpec, and queer friends. It's also going to fit, for me, the continued prompt because I'm continuing on with, I'm using that square to do like continue on with an author whose work I've previously enjoyed. Claire Legrand wrote one of my favorite series, the Imperium trilogy. So continued for me is continue on with Claire Legrand's bibliography. I own a lot of her books, actually. Next on the TBR is All Systems Red by Margaret Wells, which is a sci-fi novel that, despite the series being called the Murderbot Diaries, I've heard is actually quite lighthearted. It focuses on this AI being named Murderbot who is contracted out to work with a group of humans. Murderbot doesn't really want to be working. Murderbot really just wants to chill. Same, Murderbot. All Systems Red fits the prompts for short story and non-binary character. Last but certainly not least is Patience and Sarah by Isabel Miller, which is a lesbian historical fiction novel set in the 19th century about the titular characters, Patience and Sarah, whose romantic bond doesn't sit well with the puritanical New England farming community in which they live. And I'm actually reading this as a part of a new project put together from Bethany at Beautifully Bookish Bethany, where we will be monthly reading a different classic lesbian romance, and then we're gonna do a live show. So this fits the prompts of history because it's historical fiction, as well as sapphic. So I'm going for blackout. The choose your own, the one with all the question marks, I'm using that as my reread square because I've already actually read All Boys Aren't Blue. I just haven't read it in a couple years, so that's my reread square. So I'm very excited. That's my TBR. Tell me what's on yours, and I hope you'll participate in Queer Lit Readathon. Thanks so much for watching. Also, if you're a patron in the Discord, we do have a Queer Lit Readathon Discord section now, so yay! Okay, thanks so much for watching. Comments and questions down below. Like, subscribe. See you next time. Bye!